Yes, we heard about that before. We have clamored for that because when you have the Ministry of Information, Tourism, and Culture, it's as though the ministry was meant for information alone. Culture and tourism,
Mm.
practically took a break. There was no focus. It is, it is. I think it's a right step in the right direction. We're looking forward to that because we have been clamoring for this before now, and I, 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 I think it was a very good thing to do. Then for Boston to Journey, I've said this before. This. See, we must be deliberate about bringing the youth, not just to governments, but to provide leadership, to trust the ability of the youth to provide leadership. If you look at different sectors, contributing to the economy of the nation, entertainment, tech, the youth are, they have been driving that without this, official. I don't want to call it, support, but they have driven this sector independently. It's, to show leadership. Of course, you have quite a number of youth too who you can really be proud of, just like you have, in the older uh, 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 age age group too. But bringing Bosun, especially from the group of agitators, I think it was good. It was to show confidence that come. Um, the things you complain about, the government is set to address them, and we pray they're able to address them. But I'm particularly, very glad. And of course, when he was having some issues at the Senate, we were quite, worried because we actually wanted him, to scale through because we believe it would not just add value, it would be a very great addition that would not just, be a platform to attract more youth, not just to I mean, not just to leadership position, but to politics to participate effectively. Because they said power is not served a la carte. You need to fight for it. So I think when we're able to see, what some of us are doing, better in government, it should, also be an attraction to quite
All
a
right.
number who are out there who should also be contributing, to the polity.
All right. I still have a lot of questions, but sadly we're out of time. But quickly, expectations are high. But in case of low performance by any minister, what do you advise the president to do?
Well, I think I'll be so okay. I'm sorry to make this comparison. Some times ago, let me not be very specific now. A president was returning from a foreign trip, and he met his police IG, and he said, "Oh, police IG, you are not adding flesh. You've actually lost some weight. It shows you are walking." So if the key performance indicators of deliveries will be the size of the person, I think I don't think that would be in this government. We know that, or we have heard rather, that the president is a slave driver. That he doesn't just delegate; he delegate and he stays with you to do the work. So whoever is not performing has no place to stay. Nigeria is at a critical point that we can't afford to experiment. That is why some of the appointments we're not so excited about them. When it comes to performance, I have said this before that the government should drive performance not just by some statistics that you import just to make us happy. We should have a proper policy framework. Let's have a work plan where you have what each person or what each ministry sector ought to bring to the fore. See, when you shout development, it's not a one fixed approach. It is different units bringing its
All
quota to
right.
ensure that we have the whole in place.